It's taken me a while to talk about this, and it's just one of those things that I wanted to proceed with very carefully because when it was first announced, right, the whole entire, I don't want to say Whis revamp, but all of the missions that soon followed along with the new like Whis missions, I could have easily dropped a video saying, all these free stones, whatever, as like I usually do, just so you I love to keep you up to date whenever there's free stuff, especially free dragon stones. And this is something that I really wanted to update everyone with. And I was a little bit late to it. And I'm actually thankful I was, because it turned out that these keys, as you already know, are actually not pay to play. Yeah, you have to pay for these keys to actually take on this event in the what's it called, in the not hidden potential, the portal of memories, so that way you can complete these missions. And a lot of people do not like this, and a lot of people are not, they don't really care. And a few in the comments of my videos have been asking me to, I guess, opine on this situation here. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, at least we got a few keys for free, and by a few I mean what, like literally 2 keys, so I can hop in there and run that event if I really wanted to earn those dragon stones and the rewards. And I haven't even bought it yet, and I don't think I'm actually going to. The price, just so you guys understand, again, in case you don't know, is currently $5, right? You can buy this twice, it's weekly, for up to 2 times, which means you can run the event 14 times to obtain all of those free-to-play, not free-to-play, that's not true, sorry. I'm so used to saying free-to-play dragon stones, to earn all the 50 dragon stones. You can get 6 dragon stones for free with the 2 free keys they gave you, and then 50 dragon stones with the 14 other keys, right? So I'm going to say this right now. As I always say, right? Expectation. Am I surprised that Dokkan went ahead and, locked all of these stones behind a paywall? No, I'm not surprised, right? Dokkan gives a lot of dragon stones for free, right? So we know that. It's not like a debate. So I'm grateful for all the free-to-play dragon stones they give. I will say this, okay? I do not like the idea of Dokkan adding missions to the game that you have to pay to complete. I am not a fan of that whatsoever. I think if you want to have a mission like, clear this event in this amount of time, sure. Maybe you might need free-to-play, sunnable characters to complete that, but in the future, you'll be okay. Eventually, as new free-to-play units come out, better free-to-play units, you'll be able to beat it at some point, right? But there's no way around this. To obtain all these dragon stones, you need to pay for the actual keys for the packs themselves. I am not a fan at all of locking missions behind paying or just packs, like actually like money, right? Like locking packs or locking missions behind actually paying money. To me, I'm not gonna say it's scummy, but it doesn't feel right? I will say though, even if you agree with my point, or even if you're not a fan of this is still a really good deal, right? Like, we have basically, again, it's 50 dragon stones basically for free, okay? It's 50, no, that's not true. I keep saying for free. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's 50 dragon stones for the price of, let me see the pack again here. Again, it's not free. My brain is on the free-to-play Dragonstone mode because I've been screaming that for the last few months, right? But that's not true. Again, the pack costs $5 for 7 keys. Pack 2 will become available in, a few days. That's another 7 keys for another $5. So basically, that's $10 you're paying for 50 Dragonstones. $10 for 50 Dragonstones. That equates to about $1 giving you 5 Dragonstones, right? That's about like the equivalent there. If I go into the Dragonstone shop here, what do we see? We see $8 pack giving you 32 Dragonstones. So 32 divided by 8 is 4. This sale is giving you about 4 Dragonstones per dollar that you spend. Now, obviously, there's no $10 option here, but $10 for 50 Dragonstones is a lot better than the ratio of pretty much all of these packs here. So at the end of the day, you're still getting a good deal. And it would have been really nice if Dokkan just added a little pack here instead. that said, here, get 14 keys, and then 50 dragon stones and do whatever you want, right? But locking them behind missions, I am not a fan of that whatsoever, but it's not a big deal to me because the value you're getting, like the money you're spending, is giving you more than what the game itself is offering you on a daily basis or a per celebration basis, right? So value-wise, I'm not going to complain. It's still good. If you're someone who buys Dragon Stones, it's just a better deal for you. It's just what it is, right? Outside of things like Daily Capsule and whatnot, right? But again, I can agree with the sentiment of how scummy it feels to drop missions in the game, and a lot of people who like to complete missions, right? To drop missions in the game that are locked behind paying for something. That to me is an L for global, but it's not that big of an L, not that big of a deal, because the money we're spending is still less than, like, we're getting more for what we're spending compared to what Dokkan itself already offers. I think the way Dokkan should structure this in, like, moving forward is, if they're going to do something like this, like introduce keys for a specific type of event, make the keys purchasable, right? So hop into the shop, go to special, you buy the keys themselves, right? And you get stones for the packs themselves. So you're buying it, you're getting stones, and you're getting the keys. And then when you run the event in the Portal of Memories, it gives you a new item that you can exchange for this, or it gives you Kais, it gives you something of value. So it's not just, you know, a new type of quote-unquote revamped event, new type of key. You're also getting Dragon Stones, and you're getting rewards actually, like, literally for playing the mode. So it's not like you're not locking completing the event behind money per se, or sorry, missions behind, the missions that come with a revamped event should never be free to play. That's just my entire argument there, right? There should have never, if you're gonna add missions to the new Whis event, it should be literally for maybe completing it once, or maybe completing it twice, or maybe the amount of times you complete it should be equivalent to the amount of free keys. So we got 2 free keys, right? So the only missions that we should see on that Whis event is complete it 1 time, complete it 2 times. Boom, done. Completely free to play. If I want to buy the extra keys and get the extra stones, then sure. But I just don't like the way Dokkan really handled that. Again, I've been watching the community, hearing what the community has to say, and I've just been taking it all in. And I just wanted to quickly share my opinion on it. I'm not going to say I recommend you buying it during the anniversary. There's a lot of better deals that end up, you know, releasing in the shop that vastly outweigh the value of that pack right there. So don't even worry about that, right? But again, it's like, when you see things like that, it's best for you to just I wouldn't say avoid it. It's okay, and it's understandable that you would be upset, or especially when you see in the news, collect 56 Dragon Stones for this, and this. Everyone gets their hype up. Everyone gets their hopes up, I should say. Yeah, that's the word. Everyone gets their hope up. And it's our fault too, as content creators. Oh, new event, 56 free-to-play Dragon Stones completely for free. So we take the blame too. Again, I didn't upload the video, but I will gladly, you know, take the blame, because when we see the first thing, dude, when I see free stones available for global, I am the first. I jump to my chair. I'm record. I need to let them know there's free to play dragons. I love giving you guys that information, right? So that's just me, right? So again, I'm thankful that I didn't upload that video, because I would definitely have to apologize to you. But it's still our fault as content creators for hyping up that, and then it being that, because I think that's what a lot of the disappointment was, right? It was us expecting it to be completely free to play, but then being locked behind a paywall. If it was just added to the game out of nowhere, and we knew from the get-go it was going to be paid, that's a little bit different, right? So expectation has a lot to do with it. That's completely fair, and I'll take the blame for that as well. But again, it's just games like this, gotcha games, that they will always be after your money one way or another. So from, like, moving on from here on out, I should say, expect everything to be paid. Okay? That way, when there's a free thing, you are actually going to be surprised, and you're going to enjoy that. On the flip side, if you expect everything to be free and something ends up being paid, you are going to be disappointed. Now, it's fascinating, right? Because the fact didn't change, but your enjoyment of that fact definitely changed depending on how you want to see it or what your expectations are. I'm not telling you how, you know, you should be thinking or how you should be feeling about this, right? I told you I understand both sides of it. I completely get it. You're in the right whether you are disappointed or not. That's you know, not something I'm debating here. You are entitled to feel how you feel. I'm just telling you that moving forward, you are in control of your expectations. The more you expect, the more disappointed you're going to be. That's in Dokkan, that's in Light, that's in literally every single thing that you do. The less you expect, the more satisfied you're going to be with the things that are happening around you, especially in the case of Dokkan. When I played this game, after years and years of quote-unquote global shafts and certain events not popping up on, like, remember when I still remember the thing that set me on the track of this, just by the way, just so I can explain a little bit of lore here. When let me pull up STR Kefla, because you know what, I can't, it's hard for me to look at STR Kefla, to be completely honest with you, just because of how they shafted the community. And you know, if you know, you know, when STR Kefla came to JP Dokkan, AGO Caulifla and Physical Kale got the EZAs. For whatever reason, I was so excited for those EZAs. STR Kefla dropped in August for Global Dokkan. Guess what didn't drop in August? AGO Caulifla and Physical Kefla's EZA. That dropped in like to freaking December. We waited for no reason. We waited like 6 months for those EZAs. They were already mid by the time they released. I was so excited for those. You can probably find videos of me being excited about those EZAs. What I'm trying, like, from that point on, I realized that the more excited I am for games like this, the less happy I'm going to be about the game. So from that point on, I literally don't expect any celebration to come with anything. I genuinely don't expect physical Super 17, physical MV. I literally did not expect physical MVP 17's EZA to be in the Super 17 celebration. I covered it in a video saying it's very likely to drop, but in the heart, you know, in my heart, in the back of my mind, I was like, yeah, watch it still not drop. So that way, when it's actually in the news, I'm like, okay, look, I'm hyped. It's actually coming. But that's because I'm not really truly expecting it, right? However, if I expect them to drop 3 EZAs and they drop 2, I'm going to be disappointed, right? It's just, again, expectation, right? That's just, it's a big factor in things like this where the community is really upset with the way Dokkan handles certain things. But again, I'm not saying it's all on the community. I'm not saying it's all your fault, all my fault. Dokkan, it's a very similar situation with like Beast. I know this video is going on for a long time, but I'm just giving you my thoughts, right? Same thing with physical Beast Gohan. I guess it's Beastless Gohan, right? If I pull him up here, when they first had the trailer for this guy, and you see this card art, and then you see his just stuff explode and go into Beast Gohan the same way he did for Orange Piccolo. This is a massive Beast Gohan teaser here. So for Orange Piccolo to go into Orange Piccolo, and then for this card to not really go into Beast Gohan, that was a massive play on our expectations, right? A massive play. That Dokkan knew what they were doing. Just a quick example there, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. How do you personally feel about it? Especially that's, you know, it's died down a little bit. I wanted to wait a little bit before dropping this video just to give you my thoughts on it, but also to let the community chill out for a little bit, because I know a lot of people were upset about this. So let me know what you think. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Take care and peace.